to Live with DJ Rossstar. Today is Monday, June 22nd, 2026. That's right, it's the first show after my big birthday. It was yesterday. Thank you if you wished me a happy birthday. I appreciate it. Today on the show, we're going to talk to the band Attaboy. If you have questions for Jeff from Attaboy, you can post them in the chat below. Now check it out. This show is on every week, twice a week, but the days and times change. So make sure you follow me on Instagram so you can find out who's going to be on the show next. I will tell you that tomorrow, the 23rd, at 3 o'clock Central Time, will be the band Enswell. And I just put up the schedule for next week, which includes interviews with the band Equipment and one other group. So make sure you check that all out after the show. But the reason why you're here today is to watch me talk to Jeff from Attaboy. So we're going to get him on the line in a second, and let's get it going. But yeah, thanks for watching and joining me. And if you are in a band or you just really like a band and want to submit them for a possible interview, just send me a DM. I listen to all the music I get, and if I think it's a good fit for the show, I'll have you on. Doesn't matter what genre you are. I don't just stick to pop punk. I do alternative rock. I'll do country. I'll do hip hop. If I think it's a good fit, we'll get it going. Attaboy is here, waiting for Jeff to send me a request, and then we will go live. And thanks for following me, Attaboy. So yeah, send me a request to go live, and we will start the interview. And I'm here in Austin, Texas. It's extremely hot out, probably like 90% humidity. Probably not that much, like 60% humidity. So we'll see how long I survive out here in the heat, but I am on the porch, so it should be okay. All right, let's get to the interview and get out. And I'm excited to talk to Jeff and see what he has going on in his life. So here we go. Hey there.
Hey, how we doing?
Good. I'm a little hot. How about you?
Probably not as hot as it is in Texas. We're up here in Fort Wayne, Indiana, so it's not too
All right.
bad.
Doesn't get hot by you until like August probably, and then the summer's over, right?
Yeah, it's pretty hit or miss. So
Yeah. So what are you doing in Indiana? Is that where you're from?
I grew up in Michigan. All of us in the band grew up in different states. Our bassist is from here in Indiana. Our singer's from Pennsylvania, and our drummer's from North Carolina. But the band started here in Indiana, and it's just kind of where we've been ever since.
Fantastic. And how many years has it been? I tried to go back on Apple Music. It looks like you have a lot of stuff on there.
Yeah, so the original lineup of the band started like, man, almost 20 years ago, which is crazy
Wow.
to say. But this lineup, we've been playing together for about 12 years now. And
Okay.
we're getting ready to put out our third record together. So it's been a lot of fun, a lot of touring and just trying to stay busy.
Did you not play anything from the really old stuff I saw online?
We don't anymore. Yeah, just, honestly, like aside from like kind of the only real through line from that original lineup is like I'm the old guy that's still here,
You're
but
the OG guy, okay.
yeah, other than that, other than me and the name, it's like kind of a new band in a lot of ways.
Now, I don't know if you know this. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, there was a ska band in Vegas called Attaboy Skip.
I have only become aware of that just through the internet, and
Yeah,
for a while there, yeah, when you would search Attaboy, you'd also see Attaboy Skip.
Yeah, so I used to go to Vegas with my parents a lot, and I went to the record store as a kid, and I just loved ska music, and I found the record because they were local, and one of the guys from the Killers was in that band.
Yeah, I remember hearing that. So yeah, fun connection there.
Yeah, but you don't have to worry because they're now defunct. Although I did see another Attaboy on Apple, but that's like Atta Space Boy.
Unfortunately, yeah, there is more than one. I'm sure it's a common struggle for a lot of artists to find a unique band name.
Yeah, growing up, I loved a group called Diesel Boy, a pop punk group, and I used to go to the record store, and there was always the DJ Diesel Boy, one word that they would have it, not the punk band.
Yep, gotcha.
You feel my
Yeah,
pain?
I think there's another Attaboy that's like a DJ in Russia or something too. So sometimes like music from someone else will like show up on our profile, and you got to figure it all out. So
So when you play shows, do you ever get to the marquee or you see the poster and they spell it incorrectly and it's too late to fix it?
I mean, like you mentioned, there's another act out there that goes by Attaboy, and they put a space in their name. So we see that all the time, and it just kind of is one of those things. And it's not uncommon. Someone will like hit us up online and think we're the other band, or I'm
Yeah.
sure it probably happens vice versa too. So far, I mean, it hasn't really been enough of a problem that and we're this far into it under this name, so it's just like, you know what? it's probably not the end of the world. We'll
No, I
just
don't
keep
think so.
rocking.
So
So,
3 records in 20 years seems like not that many. What have you been doing the whole time?
so we had three other records with previous lineups,
Okay.
and yeah, we're getting ready to put out the fourth with this lineup. So it'll be a total of seven in 20 years. We have
Wow.
slowed down a little bit. I mean, the pandemic definitely kind of slowed down our pace a little bit.
I've heard of it.
Um, Yep. But then the other thing that kind of has slowed us down with this seventh record is for the first time, we decided to release every single song as a single. And on top of that, we put out a music video for every single song. So
Wow.
because of that, I mean, it's been almost like a 3 year period that we've put out this seventh record. But yeah, it's just been intentional, just allowing us to like really give that much more love to every single individual song. So we
A
feel
lot
like
of
it's
videos.
been worth it. It's been a slower pace, but we've really enjoyed the reason why behind it.
So what do you do in between, or is that a secret? Do you have like a regular job you're going to when you're not doing Attaboy?
Oh, so honestly, like touring, I mean, we're on the road like anywhere from 100 to 120 days out of the year.
Wow, nice.
Um, and then when we're off the road, I mean, we're honestly just like putting our time back into the band. I mean, trying to be super DIY. So, it's like we're the ones creating the music videos, we're running the socials, we're running the business,
Yeah.
all kinds of communication, you name it. So,
You're
yeah, from
busy.
early on, yeah, we just I mean, the whole thing was like, what would happen if for 1 year we quit our jobs and just like see what happens if we like try to make this our whole thing,
That's so fun.
and
That's what you did?
and that's what we've been doing all these years. And so it's been a
Wow.
slow build, like you would imagine, but it's been such an amazing journey, and I feel like it's that much more rewarding, like knowing you have been really DIY and like put in the blood, sweat, and tears
Oh yeah.
to kind of have the slow build and make it what it is today.
So will this new record sound completely different than if we went back and listened to your first album? It's like a different, almost whole style of music.
I would say, I mean, especially because of like the different lineup, and that includes like, because even though I'm the original guy that's still left, I'm not the
Yeah.
singer, so it's like a different voice and everything.
Yeah.
Um, so yes, for sure, like from that standpoint, and then as well, I mean, just musical tastes change, and with different members come different musical influences and things like that.
Oh yeah.
So for sure, I think if you did listen to the early stuff and then you listen to our new stuff, you would not necessarily know it was the same band. But it's just kind of part of our history and part of our story.
Well, I listened to the EP, the newest one you had out, and it kind of reminded me of like Neon Trees. Maybe not as Neon Trees-ish as I think, but maybe you get the similarity.
That's for sure a fair influence. And yeah, at the end of the day, we are a band, and especially live, like we try to really lean into that.
Mm.
But like just interest wise, like we have a lot of pop influences, or like even some like synthy stuff or some EDM stuff. Like so, elements of all of that kind of make its way in, and then yeah, we try to figure out like, okay, how can we perform this live as a band? But for sure, that's a very fair reference, the Neon Trees one.
Yeah, and that's one of the only bands I like that are not pop punk. So
Yeah, gotcha.
they
Yep.
just do it so good. They write hooks so good. I can't help it.
Yeah, I agree. And honestly, like a really good comparison with them too is they just make really fun music, like
Yeah.
lots of energy, super hooky. I mean, those are for sure like all elements that we really enjoy and try to incorporate into our stuff too.
Oh yeah. So how many new songs are you going to be putting out on the record?
So basically, the record's going to be like the culmination of like 10 songs. So on one hand, it's like, oh, what? That's not even a new record. I mean, we do have a couple more to put out, but I mean, this is kind of breaking news. We haven't mentioned it to anybody, but well, I'll just say this:
Breaking news.
we have some kind of like additional tricks up our sleeves that we're gonna roll out in addition to the album to
Yeah,
make
it's
it
great.
feel worth it. I just caught myself. I'm like, you know what? I probably should hold off on
I don't know.
telling the whole plan.
I like big reveals. You can give me a big reveal.
So
Yeah, yeah. So when are you going to
yeah,
be announcing the
I'll
big
whisper
reveal?
it via DM when the interview's over.
Yeah, yeah, right here. When are you going to announce the big news then?
Yeah, so we're still kind of nailing down again because it's DIY and like, like actively seeing what kind of self-imposed deadlines we can hit and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But looking to release another one, in the next like month or two, and then looking to release the full album along with the extras, probably in September or October is kind of what it's looking like.
Awesome. Yeah. When are you going back on tour for 100 days? Is that happening soon?
Yeah, so honestly, I mean, we go out like we tour a little different than say like your traditional like, couple months out like every single day of the week kind of thing.
Okay,
Allow ourselves to be out on the road like every single month of the year, but we just do less dates in those every month.
I
So
got you. So what's the
we'll
next
go
show?
out
You,
for
you do you have like July shows planned or not yet?
Yep, yep. So, in the summer, I mean, we same thing again. Like it kind of influenced by the pandemic. We really started leaning into like opportunities to perform outdoors. So whether that's like festivals and things like that, or
Yeah, nice stuff.
summer concert series, all that kind of stuff. Like we really lean into a lot of that kind of stuff. So we have a lot of that booked throughout the summer.
So you'll play more than a couple days in the summer compared to the other months where you said you only play like 5 or 6 shows. I get it.
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, it kind of all just comes down to the year and the month. But yeah, I mean, we'll allow ourselves to perform anywhere from like 8 to 10 days a month, just depending what gets booked.
Not bad. So when they do come see you this summer, how many new songs are you gonna get? Are you gonna do all 10 or no? No way.
I think of the eight we've put out, we're performing like six of them. So
Okay.
we're doing our best to try to introduce the new stuff live. But
I think
I
you're
will
playing
say
on.
like
The 10 tracks is in October. So this is like the latest EP. Yeah, 8 songs.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So we do try to like figure out, okay, let's, if possible, not just play exactly what you hear on the record, but is there anything we can do live to make it like a little more interesting or get the crowd involved or
Yeah.
have something that's kind of like, whoa, we didn't see that coming. So sometimes because of that, we take a little longer to roll out songs just because we want it to feel like worth it when we play it.
No, and I appreciate that. A lot of bands just write a song a day and record them, and that's it.
Yeah, yep, exactly.
I
Yeah,
get you.
we very much feel like the live show should be way more than just like, oh yeah, it sounded just like it does on the record, but
Yeah.
instead like how can we make it an elevated experience and just more of a show?
Is it hard to have like a life and a family and friends when you're away 100 days a year?
It is. I mean, I feel like we've worked to try to find the right balance because, at the end of the day, it's like if we burn ourselves out by touring our brains out and then we hate it and, don't want to do it anymore, well,
Yeah.
then was it actually worth it? So I feel like we have worked really hard to try to find the right balance of like going on the road as much as we can while at the same time not getting burnout and that kind of thing. So
That's
but yeah,
cool.
because it's not like a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, like that predictable schedule. So
Yeah.
yeah, it is weird and hard sometimes to it's like this week you're available to do normal real life stuff, and then the next week it's like you're gone. So it is a weird balance.
So where have you not gone at this point? Seems like you've played everywhere. Where have you not been?
We've performed in 37 of the 50 states.
Wow.
And we've gotten
What,
out of the country a little bit, but not a whole lot, just a little bit.
what states are you missing out of the 13? Or what 13 states are you missing?
Yeah, it's a lot of the like Northwest. So like Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, Utah,
Huh.
a lot of
I thought
states
those
up
would
in
be
that
like
region.
I thought those
So
would be obvious ones, at least close to California, Washington, Oregon. Okay.
yeah, I think honestly, because we live in Indiana, it's just such a hike out there. And
Yeah.
so like I think east of the Rockies, there's like I forget if it's one or two states we haven't made it to, but everything's like so much further spread out there. So to like route a good, efficient tour, it just gets harder compared to further east here, where you can play without having to do a 12-hour drive in between shows and all
Oh
that.
yeah.
A little
There is
bit
another
easier.
there is another cool band I talked to from Indiana called Leisure Hour. They were on here a few weeks ago.
Oh, gotcha. I'll have to check them out. I don't know if I know
Yeah.
them.
They might be on the other side. Who knows? Steve Sievers wants to know: have you ever played Orlando?
You know, we did. So this was kind of a weird thing, but we actually paid to be in like a showcase at
Oh
Hard Rock
no.
Live, actually.
Uh,
So,
Pay to
so
play.
yeah, but it was worth it because we got in front of a bunch of people that brought us in to perform for different events after that.
Okay.
So
So it was
that was
worth
kind
it.
of the point of it. So yeah, it was worth it. Just getting in front of a bunch of promoters and stuff. But
Well,
yeah, we
heck
got to
yeah.
play at Hard Rock Live at Universal Studios for that. So it was a really fun event.
So who has or where is the biggest Attaboy following at this point in America?
Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I think probably just because we're based out of the Midwest, and even though we've been a lot of places beyond, it's just easy to have word of mouth be a little bit bigger, what closer to home. And so So yeah, probably Indiana, Ohio, Michigan, Illinois, kind of our surrounding states is probably
Yeah.
safe to say.
So every time you go on tour, we can expect to see you at those places for sure.
Yeah, it's just easy, on the way in and on the way out, and probably just the most connections we have.
Are you going to try as you get older to put music out faster? Like, do you think after this record you'll do one in 1 or 2 years, or do you like taking 4 or 5 years off every time?
Yeah, it's a good question because I feel like one of the things that has slowed it down, like I mentioned, putting out all the singles this time, but just touring is like makes it hard to get it out faster. Um, so, but in the future, it's hard to know. Yeah, because if there's a world where maybe we aren't on the road as much, then that would give us more time to be cranking out music and maybe putting it out faster. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard to know for sure right now. I mean, we really love touring and feel like it's kind of our crown jewel and, it's like what we do best. And so at this exact moment, there's no conversation of like, oh, we got to slow way down or anything like that.
Yeah.
But you never know what the future holds. So we'll see what happens.
So do you have new songs already, or you stop at the 10 and you don't even worry about that, like writing for the next one already?
We've just a little bit started to write, but more so we've just been focusing on like, okay, how can we get these songs out? And again, like with doing music videos and things like that. And the other thing that we've really been focusing on for the last almost year now is kind of diving into the world of we're not using Patreon, but we are building like a Patreon style community where, you know, unlike socials where it's like you don't even know if anybody's seeing your stuff because of
Yeah.
algorithms and all that. Like it's a place where, we are building it, we're in control of it, we're, unrolling like just more access, like live stream calls with the band, like, kind of brainstorming, like, would there ever be some VIP experiences we offer, things like that. Like, so kind of trying to get a feel for, who's interested in that kind of stuff. What are they looking for? But that's been another like big project that we've kind of taken on in the past year. So that's one more thing that, kind of takes up your time, but we feel like it'll be worth it when we kind of make it, everything we're hoping it can be.
So have you launched the Patreon or not yet?
Yeah, it is live. I feel like we kind of are viewing it as sort of beta. It's like still kind of trying to get a feel for like what gets traction and what are people interested in, that kind of stuff. But
Sure.
but yeah, it is up and running. So
Steve wants to know, do you make videos where you play your music in stores like other bands?
oh, like live performance videos and stuff.
I guess it's kind of a strange question, maybe.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah, we have a little bit. I'm trying to think. I mean, even just recently, kind of going hand in hand with launching like the Patreon style community, we've had a videographer with us on the road for off and on for the last year. So yeah, we're kind of like sitting on a lot of really great content, both live and off the road and behind the scenes and all that kind of stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, that's kind of all part of it is, slowly but surely figuring out how do we want to roll all that out and all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah. By the way, we are live, so if anybody else has questions, you can put them in the chat. And if you're watching the replay, I'm sorry you missed the live, but I hope you enjoy the replay because we're here having fun, right? I'm having fun. You having fun, Jeff?
Yeah, absolutely, man. It's great.
How close do the other people live in the band to you?
We're all within an hour. We used to all live within a block or two of each other, but
Nice.
yeah, since then we've live in different cities, but it hasn't been too much of a problem.
How often do you hang out when you're not touring, or do you not want to hang out after all that?
That's the thing. Unfortunately, since we live a little bit further away, we don't get to, get together as much as we would like to.
Yeah.
But because we do get on the road as often as we do, yeah, it is pretty frequently that we get to
Plenty of hang time when you do that. Yeah.
For sure, for sure.
So how recently did the other three people join the group then? How long have they been in the band now?
Yeah, so I think like around 2014 is kind of when this lineup solidified.
Okay, it's been a while.
So yeah, it's been a minute, and yeah, it's been awesome. Like we really gel so well, like just on and off the road, musically, all that, and so that's been a lot of fun. Just kind of, for a band to have a lineup for that long is no small feat.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, so it's been awesome. You just really love what everyone brings to the table again, like musically and just like as a team and all that. Really enjoy each other. So
Good. Final question from Die Right Band. Great band from Portland. Favorite non-music band activity?
man, it's hard to say one. one kind of random interest that most of us have kind of picked up in the last handful of years is like we all got into like distance running.
Okay.
Which, yeah, I mean, it's kind of just like a good habit for your health and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But and that's kind of part of where it started is like, all right, man, like touring can be like a really unhealthy thing between all the random stuff you're eating and not sleeping well and all that. But yeah, I mean, part of it was just like, all right, this is a good move for us, just like in a longevity kind of way, kind of
Yeah.
boosting our energy and that kind of thing. But it's been cool too, just like kind of setting goals of like, all right, let's see if I can run a race and hit this goal and challenge myself. And so,
Okay.
yeah, it's kind of been both like a band challenge and just kind of like a personal thing that we've kind of enjoyed together.
And I'm not running with you. I'm not a runner, but it sounds good.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks so much for doing this, and let them know where they can check everything out from Attaboy.
Yeah, absolutely. So all of our socials, all the places, Attaboy Online is our handle for all the places. We have a website, attaboyonline.com. And then that Patreon style community, like I mentioned, it's attaboy.streetteam.fm.
Okay.
So we'd love to have people check that out if they're interested in kind of more behind the scenes stuff.
Awesome. And Diorite says, let's tour together. We'll chase you guys.
Awesome, man.
Hey,
that would be great.
Thanks so much for doing this. Keep in touch. And if you get down here to Austin, Texas, let's hang out.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it. Thanks so much for having me.
Have a good night. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Take care.